Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Paramarishibhyo Namo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Hari Om. We are in this chapter 6 of Ashtavakra Gita. So after Ashtavakra speaks, now Janaka says, Janaka uvacha Akash Akashvadanantoham Ghatavat prakritam jagat iti jnanam tathaitasya Natyago nagraho layaha. Akasha Janaka says, Janaka uvacha Akashavat anantaha aham. I, who is that I? Consciousness. I am endless like the sky. Ghatavat prakritam jagat. This jagat, this world of name and forms is like a pot. It is prakritam. It is made up of prakriti. It is very well made. A pot is very well made. A pot is naturally found in the world. We have to take the clay, beat the clay, stamp on the clay, put it on the potter's wheel, spin the wheel and touch the pot from within and without, and then the pot is made after it is glazed and baked. So Ghatavat Prakritam Jagat. So this world is made, this world of names and forms is made out of something. I am not made out of anything. I am Akashavat. I am like the sky. I am present. Anantaha aham. Iti jnanam tatha etasya na tyagaha na grahaha layaha. Of this consciousness, if we have this knowledge that I am endless like the sky, and this whole world, this jagat, made of jagat means that which moves, jayate tishtati gacchati. Jayate gacchati tishtati. That which is born, that which goes, and that which stands is called jagat. Iti jnanam tatha etasya. If you have this knowledge about consciousness and about this world, then na tyago na graho layaha. There is only dissolution. There is no tyaga. There is no relinquishing anything. Nothing belongs to us. It is already made and well kept, well made. And whatever exists as consciousness is always existing. There is no making for consciousness also. And this world also, we don't have anything in making of this world. It is already well made and kept. Grahaha, there is only dissolution. There is only this merging into that consciousness is left to be done. There is neither anything to be destroyed, nor anything to be relinquished, nor anything to be held. Everything just comes, goes, and merges off into the infinite. We have nothing to do except realize that we are that consciousness. Mohadadhirivaham sam. Mahodadhirivaham sam. Prapancho vichi sannibhaha. Iti jnanam tathaitasya natyago nagraho layaha. Mahodadhihi iva aham sa prapanchaha vichi sannibhaha. I am like the ocean. Mahodadhihi. I am like the big ocean. And this prapancha, this world which is made up of the 5 elements is like the waves. Vichi sannibhaha. Iti jnanam tatha etasya. If I have this kind of knowledge, na tyagaha, na grahaha, layaha. There is no tyaga, there is no giving up, and there is nothing to hold, and there is nothing to destroy also. There is nothing to erase out of this earth. We do not have that work at all to do. If we understand that I am like the consciousness, and this whole world of names and forms we see are like waves in the consciousness. Vichi sannivaha, like waves. Aham sa shukti sankasho, aham sa shukti sankasho, rupyavad vishwakalpana, iti jnanam tathaitasya, natyago nagraho layaha. Aham sa shukti sankashaha. This chapter is ending with these few verses only. Aham sa shukti sankashaha. I am like the seashell. And rupyavat vishwakalpana. This whole imagination about the world is like imagining that seashell is silver. Iti jnanam tatha etasya. If I have knowledge about this consciousness and about the world in this manner, na tyagaha, there is nothing to relinquish, nothing to give up. Na grahaha, there is nothing to hold. And layaha, there is no destruction also possible. The last verse of this chapter, aham va sarva bhuteshu sarva bhutanyatho mayi iti jnanam tathaitasya natyago nagraho layaha. So here the guru and the shishya automatically, alternatively, they are just singing the song of realization. The guru, Ashtavakra, is singing with a lot of complete realization, singing from the point of view of complete realization. Janaka is listening to that, and then he is experiencing that realization in the present moment, and his expression is of amazement. Aham va sarva bhuteshu sarva bhutani atho mayi. I am all beings, I am in all beings, and all beings are in me. Meaning I am in all, that consciousness is present in all beings, and all beings are present in me, that consciousness. Iti jnanam tatha etasya. If I have this knowledge, then for that person, na tyagaha, na grahaha, layaha. There is no relinquishing, there is no holding, and there is no dissolving also. Everything is as it is in that supreme state of realization. This verse echoes from the Bhagavad Gita. Sarva bhutasthamatmanam sarva bhutani chatmani ikshate yoga yuktatma sarvatra samadarshanaha. In 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the same verse. Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevanupashyati sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tato na vijugupsate. All beings in me and me in all beings is also the Ishavasya Upanishad. With Janaka, he is speaking from that realization. Chapter 7, what is the tranquil self? Let us see if we can do this. Yes, the next few minutes, this is possible. 7 chapters, also small one. The tranquil self. What is that consciousness which is prevalent everywhere, which is present everywhere? Like the sky, it is peaceful, non-moving and tranquil. There is no activity happening in that consciousness. Again, Janaka continues. Janaka uvacha mayyanantamaham bodhau vishwapotaitas brahmati swantavatena namamatya sahishnuta namamastya sahishnuta. So Janaka says, Mayi ananta maham bodhau. In me, is an endless ocean, Vishwapota, this Vishwa, this arc of the universe, itastataha, here and there it moves, Brahmati, in me, in that consciousness, this whole arc of the universe, from the beginning of creation up to the end where we can see, itastataha, it moves around, it roams around. We know that the earth is spinning on its axis. We know all the planets are spinning on their axis, and all the planets, including the earth, are moving around the sun. The moon is moving around the earth as well as spinning on its axis. And we also know that the sun is also spinning and moving around some greater thing. And in the whole universe, everything is moving around one locus. Mayi Ananta Maham Bodhau, this is what I am talking is from science that we know. Brahmati, this is in the Ashtavakra Gita. It is being said that in that consciousness, this whole arc of the universe is Brahmati. Itastataha. Here and there it moves about. Swanta Vatena. Swanta. By the wind of its own mind, the universal mind. How does it move? How does the moving happen? By its own, the presence of consciousness in the earth is the mind of the earth, and that mind has its own spinning, has its own capacity to move around. Otherwise, what gives the intelligence for the earth to spin around itself and move around the sun and move in such a precise manner for 365 and a quarter days? And what makes the sun rise in one place and set in one place according to time? In the Panchangam, if you see, Panchangam is our almanac. So many thousands of years of history of the earth is written there, and this Panchangam comes meticulously. You call it the Tirunelveli Vakya Panchangam or the Pampa Panchangam, the Snake Panchangam. So many different Panchangams are there, and with what clarity the calculation is sunrise, sunset. Not now, for thousands of years the Panchangam is written already, and the Panchangam is just being reproduced, printed every year, taken from the almanac that is already written. And if you go to the Panchangam, it talks about the history of the earth, meaning how many years, how many days, how many months since the beginning of the earth. That history is present in the first page itself of the Panchangam. So Ananta Maham Bodhau Vishwapota Itastataha Brahmati. This whole universe is swimming in this endless ocean of consciousness. So na mama asti asahishnuta. Knowing this, there is no impatience in me. There is nothing to be achieved in a short time. You join this program. If you don't join, your life is gone. Nothing like that. This whole universe is spinning endlessly, and it is being created. It is getting dissolved in many places. In many places, it's getting created. In many places, it's existing. In many places, Ramayana is happening. In many places, Krishna Avatar is happening. If you take all the Puranas, that is how the history is also given. Swantavatena mama asti asahishnuta. By its own mind, the power of its own mind, the winds of its own mind, the universe is spinning here and there in consciousness. So, na asti mama asahishnuta. There is no impatience or there is no irritation in me, because whatever has to happen is happening. Everywhere, in every place, things are happening as they are supposed to happen. By the speed of its own mind, things are moving around. Mayyananta maham bodhau jagadvichi svabhavataha udetu vastamayatu name vruddhirna chakshatihi. There is no vruddhi, there is no growth for me, there is no denuding or there is no destruction for me also. Mai ananta maham bodhau, in this endless ocean of consciousness of me, myself, jagat vichihi svabhavataha, the waves of the earth, the waves of this world are naturally rising and falling. Udetu va astamayatu. Let it rise or let it fall. So what for me? Name vruddhirna chakshatihi. There is no growth for me, nor is there destruction. It is the earths, the universes that rise and they fall. Jagat means everything that stays, everything that moves, and everything that stands is called Jagat. There is nothing for me anyway to do. In Viveka Chudamani, there is this word, Nahyastya vidya manasotirikta manohya vidya bhavabandha hetuhu tasmin vinashte sakalam vinashtam vijrambhitesmin sakalam vijrambhate. Nahi asti avidya manasaha atirikta. There is no ignorance other than the mind. Manohi avidya bhavabandha hetuhu. This mind, the ignorance called the mind, is only the cause for my bondage in this world of existence. Hetuhu. Tasmin vinashte sakalam vinashtam. If that mind is destroyed, everything is gone. Vijrambhate asmin sakalam vijrambhate. If the mind expands, everything expands. If the mind expands, this universe is seen before my eyes. If the mind is destroyed, there is nothing that is left to be experienced. So it refers to the same meaning as this verse that we saw in Ashtavakra Gita. Mayyanantamaham bodho vishwam nama vikalpana atishanto nirakara etadevaham mayi anantamaham bodho. In me, that endless ocean of consciousness, vishwam nama vikalpana. There is this vikalpa, there is this this imagination called this world. This whole world is an imagination. Why do we say it is an imagination and it is not reality? When we are asleep, or when we are in meditation, or when this physical body is no more, this world is not experienced. It is not experienced by the dead person. It is not experienced by the meditator. It is not experienced by the person who is asleep. If something is true and real, it has to be in all states of experience. It has to be there. It cannot be, if it is not experienced in one state and it is experienced in another state, then that thing cannot be real. Like for example, the dream is not real because the dream is not experienced in the waking state. And so we call it not real. Mayi ananta mahambodhau vishwam nama vikalpana. In me, that ocean of consciousness, big, great ocean of consciousness, we can't fathom its limits. It is the thing that exists. So as much as we can, it exists everywhere. Vishwam nama vikalpana. This whole world is only a kalpana. Vikalpana, it is a special imagination. This is the concluding thought of Vedanta. Atishanto nirakaraha. Atishantaha. This state of mind, of the consciousness, is atishantaha. It is extremely quiet. Nirakaraha. There is no form to this state of being. Etadeva aham astitaha. I am established in this kind of a state of calmness and formlessness, says Janaka, this Maharaja Rishi Janaka. Natma bhaveshu no bhavaha tatranante niranjane ityasakto sprihah shanta etadevaham asthitaha. This is a repetition of this etadevaham asthitaha. It's a refrain. Na atma bhaveshu no bhavaha tatra anante niranjane. There is, in the objects, there is no self, meaning I am existing as consciousness. I am not existing in the objects. Bhavaha tatra anante niranjane. There is in this endless ocean of taintless self, there is no object that exists. There is nothing that exists. Nothing else except that self. Iti asaktaha Asprihaha. I am not attached to any thought and I am not attached to any object also. Asprihaha. And therefore, I experience a state of being of the consciousness which is Shanta Etadeva Aham Asthitaha. I am completely tranquil. There is no desire that arises in me. There is no wanting that is there in me. There is no need that is experienced in me. There is no challenge that I have to face. There is no problem that I have to solve. There is no thought that arises in the mind. I am the tranquil state of existence. अहो चिन्मात्रमेवाहम् इन्द्रजालोपमं जगत् अतो मम कथं कुत्र हेयोपादेय कल्पना. अहो, oh indeed, chinmatramevaham, I am consciousness. Chinmatram means pervaded everywhere as consciousness. Indrajala upamam jagat, this whole jagat, this whole world is like the Indrajala. Indrajala is a magic show. It is in a magic show, you can see flowers, you can see birds coming out of baskets where there was nothing. You can see from a handkerchief a hen is coming. You can see a person being cut and blood is spilling, and then the person is joined and he just smiles and comes. So this is Indrajala. It is only a make believe. There is nothing like that happening in reality. This whole world is a make believe. It is a belief. It is a spectacles of belief that we wear on our eyes when we see in the morning. We see this world. Indrajala upamam jagat. In our current reality, this may not be appearing like the truth. We may see the world is there. We have our own problems in the world. We have our own work to do in the world. We go through our daily grind. We have our habits. We have the people who love, people who hate us. We go through a lot of suffering. We go through a lot of pain. We go through a lot of fun. We go through a lot of enjoyment. We are experiencing so many things in this world. And so it is very difficult to believe that this is unreal. Just like how when we sit in the movie and we go through the movie, we cry with the characters, we laugh with the characters, we feel proud with the characters, we identify ourselves with the characters, we never think that the movie is unreal. It is only after we see the movie and come out of the theater and feel that night air, the darkness of night and the night air, only then we understand that the movie was unreal. As long as we watch the movie, we get involved with the movie, we believe it is real. In the same way, we are involved with the movie of this earth, and so we are believing it is real. When we leave the of the other world, only then we understand that this movie is not real. And so we have the Shastras, we have the masters, we have the Guru, who while watching the movie, they're all there with us. And when we cry in the movie, when we cry in the movie, when we laugh in this movie of the world, when we suffer in this movie of the world, go through the pain of the movie of this world, the Guru comes and tells us that it is a movie that you're watching. You don't need to cry. You don't need to laugh. You don't need to get excited about anything. You don't need to go through any suffering. It is all Maya Mayamidam Akhilam Buddhva Brahma Padam Tam Tvam Pravisha Viditva, says in Bhajagovindam Adi Shankaracharya. Maya Mayamidam Akhilam Buddhva Brahma Padam Tvam Pravisha Viditva. Aho Chinmatramevaham Indrajala Upamam Jagat. I am only Chinmatra. I am in the form of consciousness. And what is this world? Then I see it is Indrajala Upamam. It is the weaving of the magic show conducted by Indra, the king of all the gods. Indra means the mind. It is a magic show that's created by the mind. Ato mama katham putra heya upadeya kalpana ataha. Therefore, mama, for me, katham, how is it, where is it that I have to gather something and I have to accept something, I have to reject something? Where are all these thoughts coming from? This chapter is also done, and we come to the chapter 8, where Ashtavakra begins. We will see that tomorrow. Chapter 8 is also a small chapter. We will go to it tomorrow. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet, Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya, Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Bole Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Har Namah Parvati Pataye. Har Har Mahadeva. Hari Om.